Good morning. This is the world news at 7 on your premium talk radio today, 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. I am Kaladak Rubatabo. Let's start with the headlines. Boko Haram insurgents kidnap occupants of commercial bus along Damaturu Maiduguri Road. 5 days security summit organized by House of Representatives begins in Abuja. Governor Nyesom Wike charges new Rivers State Chief Judge Justice Simeon Amadi to be courageous. On the foreign scene, former South African President Jacob Zuma pleads not guilty in corruption trial involving $5 billion arms deal. Stay tuned for the news in detail. President Muhammadu Buhari has expressed concerns about Libya's stability because, according to him, the issues affecting the North African nation greatly impacts the Lake Chad Basin, which in turn affects Nigeria. The president said this when he hosted the chairman of the Presidential Council of Libya, Mohamed Yunis Menfi, in Abuja. President Buhari also expressed joy over Menfi's attendance at the summit of Lake Chad Basin Commission held on Tuesday to discuss the crisis in Chad and the implications for security in neighboring nations. On his part, the Libyan leader, who said his country is making progress in the fight against insecurity, informed President Buhari that Libya now has one government active on the ground. According to him, plans are underway to hold elections in the country. This report says Boko Haram terrorists have abducted some travelers along the Damaturu Maiduguri Road. The attack occurred at about 9 a.m. yesterday, 2 hours after the road was opened to commuters. The roads are usually shut between 4 p.m. to 7 a.m. due to security concerns. The military reopens the road every morning after a patrol team from Damaturu combs the highway all the way to Maiduguri. But the insurgents were said to have mounted a roadblock around Minok town, roughly 50 kilometers away from Maiduguri. While some drivers escaped, an unlucky passenger bus drove into the criminals who had mounted a checkpoint. The National Security Summit has commenced with leaders of the National Assembly seeking urgent solutions to insecurity confronting the nation. Speaking at the summit, which was held at the headquarters of the National Intelligence Agency in Abuja, the Senate President Ahmed Lawan said the procurement processes by security agencies must be reviewed by the National Assembly. Senator Lawan, who said the security architecture of the country must be reviewed for better results, also noted that there is no better investment than investing in security.
The National Assembly should work hard, as it always does, to provide more resources. I also want to say that we must review the procurement processes by the security agencies.
On his part, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, admitted that insecurity threatens the foundation of the country, adding that previous and current approaches have been unable to fix it.
At this time of our national history, when insecurity threatens the authority of the state and the foundations of our nationhood, when the activities of bandits, insurgents, and criminals of every stripe impede our efforts at progress and prosperity, we must confront the realization that our previous and current approaches to addressing the challenges of insecurity have not yielded the desired results.
President Muhammadu Buhari, who was represented at the event by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, said Nigeria will overcome the present security challenges and urged Nigerians to commit a common endeavor in the national interest.
I am certain that we shall overcome, just as we have done many times throughout our history. However, success at this time requires that we set aside all other considerations and commit ourselves to a common endeavor in the national interest.
The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has warned against current moves by some stakeholders to push for the legalization of cannabis in Nigeria. The chairman and chief executive of the NDLEA, retired Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Mawa, said the move will rob the country of the gains so far made in the renewed war against drug abuse and trafficking in the country. The NDLEA boss spoke in Abuja at the National Security Summit organized by the House of Representatives. He said the present figure of 10.6 million Nigerians abusing cannabis is frightening and enough to sound the alarm bell. Mawa further argued that the strong nexus between drug abuse and the security challenges across the country is incontrovertible. The federal government says it is committed to sustaining the National Youth Service Corps despite calls for the scheme to be scrapped. The Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Dare, gave the assurance in a tweet on his handle while praising the NYC for its contribution to national development. The minister said the scheme remains one of the greatest tools for national development for Nigerian youths. Calls for the scrapping of the NYC had recently gained momentum following a federal lawmaker's sponsorship of a bill to repeal the National Youth Service Corps Act. The member representing Andoni Opobo in Koro Federal Constituency, Awaji Inombek Abiante, who sponsored the bill, said though the scheme was mapped out to foster unity among Nigerians, the program has failed to address the essence of its establishment after several decades. The Delta State government has denied receiving £4.2 million looted by former Governor James Ibori. The Accountant General of the Federation, Ahmed Idris, while appearing before the Senate committee investigating the status of recovered loot on Tuesday, noted that the fund has been returned to the state. But the Chief Press Secretary to the state government, Ulisa Ifejika, faulted the claim by the Accountant General, insisting the state is yet to receive the money.
We appreciate the willingness of the federal government to return that money to Delta State where it rightly belongs. But the truth is that that money has not hit the account of Delta for our state government. We saw it yesterday, like every other Nigerian, that when the Accountant General of the Federation, Ahmed Idris, while appearing before the House of Representatives Committee on Recovered Assets, made that statement, and there was this avalanche of inquiries to know whether the money had come to us. And the truth, like I told you, is that the money hasn't come. But we're happy that they've shown willingness, shown disposition to send the money, and we know that very soon the money will come, having started the process.
Members of the Ijaw Youth Council have sealed the office of the Niger Delta Development Commission in Bayelsa State in protest over the federal government's failure to constitute the agency's board. This follows the expiration of the one-month ultimatum which they have given to the federal government to constitute and inaugurate a substantive board for the NDDC. The youths made good their threat yesterday as they locked the gate of the NDDC building and staged a protest in Yenegua, insisting that the gates will remain under locks until their demands are met. Vice Chairman of the group, Kokman Kurubo, who explained the importance of the federal government constituting the board, said the use of interim administrators to run the affairs of the NDDC is depriving the region of equal representation, which undermines even development. Governor of Rivers State, Yesomike, has charged the new Chief Judge of the state, Justice Simeon Amadi, to be firm, courageous, and surpass the achievements of his predecessor. The governor gave the charge at the swearing-in ceremony of the judge at the Government House in Port Harcourt. Governor Wike stated that one best way for him to be reckoned with as a successful judge is for him to be decisive about speedy delivery of justice processes. He said this can be done by making sure that case files are not only assigned but actually treated and dispensed with, and judgment given based on the merit of the case.
You've been a magistrate, you've been a chief registrar, so you know what the administration is all about. You are not new. Whatever you do, you must have the fear of God. Whatever you do, you must know there is an opportunity for you to serve. It's not an opportunity for you to use to victimize. Try as much as you can to surpass the achievements she made. The government is willing to continue with that robust relationship we have had with the judiciary. The same thing applying to the legislature. I believe that wherever position you find yourself, it is for you to contribute and be proud to say, look, while I was there as the chief judge, this was what I did. Not the number of cases alone that you have assigned. Anybody can assign cases. But how far were those cases disposed of? And what is your relationship with your judges?
In the meantime, the Rivers State branch of the Judiciary Staff Union of Nigeria has expressed hope that the newly inaugurated Chief Judge of the state, Justice Simeon Amadi, will join forces to end the lingering strike embarked upon by the judicial workers. The state chairman of Jusun, Anthony Wachuku, in an interview with Today FM's Uchendu Ejowo, shortly after the swearing in of the new chief judge, expressed hope that the judge with his level of experience will help in tackling the internal issues of judicial workers in the state. Wachuku, however, explained that no state branch has the power to decide on the issue of the industrial action over judicial autonomy.
We expect that he will do well. This this chief judge that is sworn in today was one time the chief registrar in Rivers State Judiciary. So we believe that he knows the workings of the judiciary. He will bring his wealth of knowledge to bear, and we are hopeful that a lot of welfare issues he will not sweep under the carpet. We are happy he's coming. Part of our request from God is that let there be peace. Let God bring down peace. Let this strike end well in our favor, and then we are equally believing that this strike may not last too long. We are believing that, but the powers to call off or suspend the strike is not in our hands. So if you want to know whether as the new chief judge as regime work, whether the strike will be called off or not, I think you avail yourself of the National Secretariat.
Some Port Harcourt-based lawyers who spoke on their expectations of the new chief judge stressed the need for the new CJ to ensure the independence of the judicial arm of government in the state.
The appointment of our Justice Amadi is a right step in the right direction, and I believe strongly that he's a man of high integrity. I will strongly appeal that he should be able to ensure there is a cordial relationship between the Jusun and the Rivers State government. Recently, the governor has said no work, no pay. That decision shall not go well with the staff of judiciary. But having a new leadership, I believe positive step must be taken by Justice Amadi, who is currently the CJ of this very great state.
Enforce the independence of the judiciary, which the governor said that the Rivers State judiciary is enjoying a substantive independence. So we want him to uphold it, that's all, and carry the Nigerian Bar Association along.
He's a renowned jurist, and we're all glad to have him as our CJ. Our expectation is, of course, we expect that he will continue from where the previous CJ stopped. She also did a very good job in enhancing justice delivery in Rivers State. So our expectation is that he will continue and improve on that.
You are listening to the World News at 7 on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. After the break, more news, foreign and sports story. Stay tuned.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
95.1 FM, Voice of the People.
And we're back.
You're still tuned to the World News at 7 and Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. Welcome back now to the rest of the bulletin. The management of the Ignatius Ajuri University of Education, Port Harcourt, has expelled 6 students from the university. According to a statement by the Vice Chancellor of the institution, the Senate of the university approved the expulsion of the students for various offences ranging from rape to theft. According to the statement, one Bekwele Ogbonda Godspower, a Year 1 student in the Department of Accounting, was expelled for allegedly defrauding other students of their school fees and issuing them with fake receipts, which cost most of the students the admission in the last academic session. Also, one Linus Hans in the accounting department was also expelled for stealing a student's mobile phone. Other offenders, including Inamdi Destiny, Samuel Valentine, both of the Department of Political Science, and Chukwuemeka Amojoyi from the Theatre and Film Studies, alongside Ovunwo Henry Jr., were expelled for allegedly gang raping a female student in her hostel. While the bill seeking to increase the service years for Nigerian teachers and enhance their salary package have passed the second reading at the National Assembly, non-academic staff in primary and secondary schools are insisting on being included in the new welfare package. The Rivers State Chairman of Non-Academic Staff Union of Educational and Other Related Institutions, Azubike Inkasiobu, wondered why non-teaching staff in public primary and secondary schools would be excluded from the new welfare package approved by President Muhammadu Buhari. Inkasiobu, in an interview with Today FM's Chinedu Iwuna, however, reiterated the union's threat to carry out further action if their demands are not met.
The president came up to announce, a president can come to make people smile in a system. He came and announced that this is his package. And while announcing such package, the non-teaching staffs were sidelined. And we said, no, this is a system that without collaboration, there wouldn't be success. If this teacher has done well when it comes to national development, the teacher wouldn't have done well without the non-teaching staff. The teachers wouldn't have perfected his knowledge or impacted his knowledge perfectly to the pupils or to the students without the complement of the non-teaching staff. So whatever that comes within that system should benefit every embodiment in that system. That is what we are saying. Like we said, it has been transmitted to National Assembly to be passed, and it has gotten to, I think, second reading before that protest. So for now, it has not been passed, meaning that so many things are still going on in furtherance of our agitation.
Kaduna State Governor Nasir Rufai has approved the disengagement of 19 political appointees as part of the ongoing right-sizing exercise of the state government. The governor said the 19 disengaged staff are the first phase of public servants who will depart the public service in continuation of right-sizing the workforce. A statement from Sir Kashim Ibrahim House said that affected officials include 2 special advisors, a deputy chief of staff, and several special assistants. According to the statement, Erufai thanked the disengaged officials for their services to the state and wished them well in their future endeavors. On the foreign scene, former South African President Jacob Zuma has pleaded not guilty in a corruption trial involving a $5 billion arms deal from the 1990s. Zuma, who is facing 16 counts of racketeering, corruption, fraud, tax evasion, and money laundering, blames political enemies in the governing African National Congress Party for his legal troubles. The arms deal involved buying new fighter jets, helicopters, submarines, and warships. But questions emerged about the deal months after it was signed, with some critics saying the government should have spent the money on fighting poverty. Zuma was South Africa's president from 2009 until 2018, when he was forced to resign after a vote of no confidence. Mali's interim president Ba Ndao and Prime Minister Mokhtar Wane have officially resigned. Ndao and Wane have been detained since Monday evening at a military camp outside the capital, Bamako. The officer who led last year's coup and became vice president of an interim government, Colonel Assimi Goita, accused them of failing in their duties and seeking to sabotage the country's transition. Reports of their resignations come as West African mediators visit the country, hoping to organize their release from military detention. In sports, Chelsea has returned more than 800 unsold tickets for the Champions League final with Manchester City in Porto. The Blues were given 5,800 tickets by UEFA for Saturday's game, and there was a high demand for 2,800 more, which were sold with independent travel. However, the unsold tickets were part of a charter package which included subsidized flights at £200. To end the news now, here's a summary of the major stories. Boko Haram insurgents have kidnapped occupants of a commercial bus along the Damaturu-Maiduguri road. A 5-day security summit organized by the House of Representatives has begun in Abuja. We also told you that Governor Nyesom Wike has charged the new Rivers State Chief Judge, Justice Simeon Amadi, to be courageous. On the foreign scene, a former South African President, Jacob Zuma, has pleaded not guilty in a corruption trial involving a $5 billion arms deal in the 1990s. That was the news as edited by Chinedu Iwuna. For comments and inquiries, please call 0818-389-2850 or send your emails to news@todayfmlive.com. Do not forget, take responsibility. Wash your hands always with soap on the running water. Alternatively, have with you at all times alcohol-based hand sanitizers. Avoid touching your face and eye contact surfaces to prevent the spread of coronavirus. Good morning. I am Kalada Karubatbor. Stay tuned to Today 95.1 FM.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
I feel alive, so alive. When I'm with my best friends, indulging my G exotic. Nothing makes my drink more than when the mixer is delightful G exotic. And after a long day, I wanna relax with the taste of my G exotic. Time to taste of G.
Indulge and get lost in the deeply satisfying taste of the Chi Exotic range of delicious fruit blends.
Chi Exotic Nectar. I love the taste. Now available in can.
You can have it hot, big chocolate. You can have it cold, big chocolate. You can have it at home, at school, at work, or when you hit the road. It doesn't matter who you are, grown up or a kid. Enjoy the chocolate to goodness every day because you need to reach your peak. Everybody needs nourishing goodness. You can never have enough, it's true. Taste the nourishment you can enjoy. Big chocolate it is. Kids, grown-ups, it doesn't matter. Have a rich cup of peak chocolate anytime and enjoy the delicious nourishment of chocolatey goodness. Big chocolate it is. Peak. Reach for your peak.
I wish you a happy birthday.
The All Progressives Congress Ward 9 Elele Alimini in Emoha local government area heartily felicitates with a man of impact, a trailblazer, a man whose footprint is indelible on the sands of time. The Honorable Minister of Transportation, His Excellency Right Honorable Chibuike Rotimi Amechi, on his 56th birth anniversary. Your Excellency, you are a man of vision, an uncommon transformer who has changed the face of the transportation sector in the country. As an executive governor of Rivers State, every sector of the state had a breath of fresh air. It is with great joy that we join your family, friends, and well-wishers on this epoch day to pray and wish you a very happy birthday. We pray that the good Lord who has always directed your path continue to sustain you with good health, longevity, and more grace to do exploit. Congratulations, Your Excellency. We are proud of you. Signed for and on behalf of Emoha APC Ward 9, Barrister Austin Asomeji.
The die is cast. The combatants are battle ready. On Saturday, 29th of May, all eyes would be on Porto's Estadio do Dragão Stadium as it hosts the UEFA Champions League final. Newly crowned Premier League winners, Manchester City will battle Chelsea for the most coveted trophy in club football. Watch every kick of the ball live on Supersport. For the best expert analysis, tune in by 8 p.m. Upgrade your DSTV subscription now. UEFA Champions League final, Manchester City versus Chelsea by 8 p.m. on Saturday, May 29th is available to only DSTV Premium and Compact Plus customers. Renew your subscription now.
Please listen to this paid announcement. Are you a business person? Have you been looking for a great investment opportunity in Port Harcourt? This is for you. MultiChoice Nigeria, owners of DSTV and GoTV, is looking to engage serious-minded business partners that want to join a multinational business. If this is your dream, hurry now to our office at 44 Birabi Street, GRA Port Harcourt, or call 0806 057 1488. Again, 0806 057 1488 to book an appointment. Realize your dreams today. Come on board the MultiChoice family and begin your journey to a bountiful returns on investment. Call 0806 057 1488. Again, 0806 057 1488. Now, MultiChoice, enriching lives.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Good people of this beautiful land, I am happy to remind you that our able and everlasting God is still existing and is vigorously alive. When you call him, he will surely correct all inadequacies and bring the last glory back to your life. No problem without solution, so says the Lord. Oh yeah, make una follow me. Where then go tell you what una go do to overcome the problem where they worry you. Either on marriage, on business, or to get job. If not long time sickness, just come make you come meet the God sent man at the 2 Olodumare at number 22 Obeto Kocha Street off NTA Lake Road, INTA Joshua, Igbo Oba Port Harcourt. Telephone 081 670 495 92. Yes, you've heard it now. Come to Aditu Olodumare for special prayer, consultation, and counseling. No evil form to against your success shall prosper again. Aditu Olodumare, the place where the Spirit of God is vibrating.
Good day, my people. I am Aditu Olodumare. You are welcome to this program. Dear listeners, the world is dynamic with many elements at play. The intricate understanding of our cosmic composition, spiritual influences, and physical bodies can help us to navigate this world better equipped. The knowledge of what you eat, what you wear, who are your associates is very important as it is connected to your star and destiny. The knowledge of those food you eat and those clothes you wear, the clothes you put on, plus the people you associate yourself with, who your friends are, is very important. Very, very important as it is connected to your star and destiny. Have you been promised married and have been disappointed consistently? Have you been job searching and have never been successful at finding a job? Do you have job proposal for contract award business and have always failed to pick up a contract? As your business, whether small scale or large scale, be suffering due to the lack of patronage? Have you been having bad dreams or nightmares? Dear listeners, the world is vast with elements unimaginable. An encounter is what you need to stand. So wake up today and come for consultation and counseling. Our address is at number 22 Obed Okosha Close off NTA Link Road, Ugwoba, Port Harcourt. Our telephone number 081 670 495 92. Let me give you the number again. 081 670 495 92. This is our email address at adituolodumare999@yahoo.com. Let me give you the spelling of Aditu Olodumare. ADITUOLODUMARE. Aditu Olodumare999@yahoo.com. Put your problems behind you and your life will never be the same again. I pray for you today that your glory be restored. I am Aditu Olodumare.
Good people of this beautiful land, I am happy to remind you that our able and everlasting God is still existing and is vigorously alive. When you call him, he will surely correct all inadequacies and bring the last glory back to your life. No problem without solution, so says the Lord. Oh yeah, make una follow me. Where then go tell you what una go do to overcome the problem where they worry you. Either on marriage, on business, or to get job. If not long time sickness, just come make you come meet the God sent man at the 2 Olodumare at number 22 Obeto Kocha Street off NTA Lake Road, INTA Joshua, Igbo Oba Port Harcourt. Telephone 081 670 495 92.
Yes, you've heard it now. Come to Aditu Olodumare for special prayer, consultation, and counseling. No evil form to against your success shall prosper again. Aditu Olodumare, the place where the Spirit of God is vibrating.
Been this good. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. Radio has never been this good. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. Radio has never been this good.
Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. Sports.
For the latest and trending sports stories, always listen to Sports Attack on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. My name is Adekuri Odwan, Nigerian first ever world silver medalist in wrestling.
What would you rather be served on a Thursday morning than sport for breakfast on Sports Attack on your premium news talk and sports radio station? Today, 95.1 FM right here in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. We are Today FM, and of course, it's time to bring you the latest in the world of sport. It's Sports for Breakfast and Sports Attack. And I remain your reliable radio spokesman, the classical gentleman. My name is Reliable Reliance Odayin, set to take you around the world of sport. This Thursday version of today's of Sport Attack rather.
Hi everyone, my name is Ese Brume, Commonwealth and African long jump champion. You're listening to Sports Attack on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. Don't touch that dial.
All right, let's start the show from Triple John Wade National Sport Festival. Edo 2020 gold medalist Blessing Ibrahim has revealed her plans for retirement. Blessing Ibrahim won gold for Team Rivers at Edo 2020, beating Esebrume to second place. Despite winning gold, Blessing Ibrahim in an exclusive interview with Today Sports Live wasn't satisfied with her jump, although according to her, she drew motivation from Brune's participation in the contest.
When I noticed she's in this jump, I was not coming for the award, I was not coming for anything, but I came here to make this Olympic standard, and that is what I tried to do, but it didn't come. But I know it's going to come after this one. It's going to come because I noticed that the two of my jump that score it's supposed to be 14-0, which I believe that I must get into that 14 after this. At least I've qualified for the African Championship. That one can take me to that place.
She further cleared her intention to retire, but added that qualification for Olympics in Tokyo will be the climax of her career.
I want to be there because I want to make it my last game and I will retire. So I don't know how it's going to happen, but I know it's going to happen. I just want it to be my last. That is the only game I've not gone for. And I really need to go to the Olympics. And that is what I'm working for. And I'm going to be there by God's grace.
The grace of God is sufficient for you, Blessing. In volleyball, home side Kada Kings and Kwara United are still unbeaten after 3 matches on day 2 of the ongoing 2021 National Division 1 Volleyball League in Kaduna State. Kada Kings struggled initially, but managed to prevail against Katsina United 3-1 in a 25-15, 21-25, 25-13, and 25-21 before easing past Oyo State Volleyball Team 3-0, 25-11, 25-17, 25-20 at the Indoor Sport Hall of Ahmadu Bello Stadium in Kaduna. Earlier, Kwara United were not at their best against Oyo State, but still managed to win 3-1. And Kwara United produced a stunning performance coming from 2 sets down to beat JVC of Bauchi 32. In other result, Oyo State against Kwara United ended 3-1. Bauchi Spikers, against Caliphate Spikers of Sokoto ended 3-0 in favor of the Bauchi Spikers side. Spartan Spikers defeated Equity Spikers of KB 3-0. Katsina United were defeated by Kada Kings 3-1, and Caliphate Spikers of Sokoto defeated Spartan Spikers of Yola, or were defeated by Sparta Spikers of Yola 3-0, whereas Equity Spikers and Katsina United ended 3-1, and Kwara United, I told you earlier on, were 3-2 better than JVC of Bauchi, while Kada Kings defeated Oyo State 3-0. Not actually 3-0, I beg your pardon right there. In rugby, the Nigerian Rugby League Association has launched a historic women's rugby league. The establishment of a women's team excites having Women's RAC captain Onyinyechuku Anyanwu, whose team became the fourth team to win a match with victory against Lagos Rhinos women's rugby team in the Southern Conference at Eagle Square on Saturday, and she believed greater levels of sponsorship by private sector actors and improved welfare packages for players would supercharge the popularity and acceptance of the Nations Women League.
We the females, this is the very first time here in Lagos, Nigeria, that we are having a league for females under NRLA. First of all, we will think of the insurance for players. Once the players are properly insured, more players can come in, more sponsors can come in for the game. And I believe it's going to be interesting. So hence there is insurance, there are more players, there are things to always look up to every weekend. It's going to be better by every weekend, I can assure you.
The row in rugby can get you scared. Let's move over to tennis, where Naomi Osaka will not take questions from the media at the French Open, citing the impact of news conference on the mental health of players. Japan's four-time Grand Slam champion, who said expecting players to answer questions after a defeat amounted to kicking a person while they are down, maintained that the decision was nothing personal against the tournament and that she hopes the considerable fine she expects to receive will go to a mental health charity. She said on a Twitter post, and I quote, "Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. I'm writing this to say I'm not going to do any press at Roland Garros. I've often felt that people have no regard for athletes, mental health, and the rings and I took that again. I've often felt that people have no regard for athletes' mental health, and this rings true whenever I see a press conference or partake in one." End of quote by Naomi Osaka. Let's see how that one pans out, Osaka. In golf, Eddie Pepperell seems to have lost his way since reaching number 32 in the world rankings during the 2019 season. But he arrived in Denmark European Tour with momentum following two top tour finishes in his last two starts. 30-year-old Englishman finished T11 at the British Masters in his most recent outing, where he opened with three subpar rounds, 70, 68, and 68 to keep him in contention going into Sunday. But the final round, 1 over 73, dropped him out of the top 10. Pepperell admits he has been struggling for form.
You know, the last two events I've played a bit better, and it's been nice. You know, I've been struggling, so yeah, it's part of the reason why I played as often as I did, and nice to be back out here. I haven't been here I don't think I've been to this course for a good 4 or 5 years, so here there's some changes, and I expect it to be playing quite long, looking at the weather, yeah.
This week marks his 5th appearance in the Made in Himalayan event, and he's seen weekend actions 3 times, including his last 2 starts in 2017 and 2018. His best finish in Denmark was a T4 in 2014, but this time Pepperell hopes to rediscover his form and play better.
Well, I haven't really got any goals. I never have done. For me, it was just to play more golf. You know, I feel like I've gotten back into the habit or the routine more of playing, reflecting, and then making some decisions and ultimately getting a bit better. Invariably, that's where my success has come from in my career. To be honest, it's more frustrating that I haven't been able to keep on top of things in my time off. But clearly playing golf is the most important thing for me. Competing out here is the most important thing, and I need to expose myself, and that's not going to change. That's my plan for the whole year. I'm optimistic that I can rediscover much of the form I had in the past, and if not better.
Playing golf is the most important thing for Eddie Pepperell. For reliable reliance on Sports Attack this morning, getting to the football side of the story is the most important thing. Starting off from the Nigeria Professional Football League, where Ahmed Musa put a fantastic performance as Kano Pillars beat Nasarawa United 1-0 to regain top spots in the Nigeria Professional Football League. Musa was a thorn in the flesh of Nasarawa United defenders, who struggled to cope with his strength and pace throughout the game. Awalu Ibrahim netted the winning goal for the home team in the 25th minute. Former champions Enyimba elsewhere recorded the only away win of the day, edging out Wiki Torres 2-1 at the Bubakar Tafawa Balewa Stadium in Bauchi. Ruben Bala turned in a Tosin Moyele's pass to hand the People's Elephant the lead on the 15th minute. The host fought back and got the equalizer through Stephen Gope 2 minutes after the half-hour mark. Omoyele scored the winning goal for Enyimba from Anaye Wallace cross in the 67th minute. And here's Fatah Osho, the coach of Enyimba.
Yes, it was a splendid one. I mean, it's not really easy win for us. We work so hard, a whole lot of work off the ball. We know We can't afford to give them the space. The little time we give them the space, they got us punished, and we have to really give a whole lot of commendation to the resilience and the desire, that hunger in those players to get results. We know that we need something like this to actually get our system back on track, and the response was massive. We show hunger in that second half. A whole lot of time we've done badly in the second half, but today it was a massive performance, a complete one from everybody, and we are happy with the result. I think with this we can come back to the NPFL and start challenging very well to defend our title.
All right, for our show, we see how that one goes. Elsewhere, Kwara United and Rivers United battled to a 1-0 draw in a thrilling contest in Ilorin. Joseph Onoja silenced the home fans with a superb strike 2 minutes after the break, while Christopher Nweze equalized for Kwara United 16 minutes before regulation time. Stanley Aguma, the coach of Rivers United, thinks despite the draw, it was a good game.
It was a good game. We actually came to this place, to Ilorin, for the 3 points, having lost points at home. Today we have picked a point. It's not a bad thing, and I think that is to show anger of what happened to us against the Abia Warriors. We actually came for 3 points, which would have, taken as we went ahead. But unfortunately, my players, craving and then considered that goal. And again, the record we considered to also affected our game. But I think that it was a good game. I think we are taking it from here. The title is still wide open.
Still wide open it is. Wouldn't you want to hear from his opposite number now? Abdullah before of Kwara United.
It's nothing I think we not did right. Just only thing is that River, their own chances, they'll be able to convert it. We have a lot of chances, we're unable to convert it, and they have one clear chance, and it's not even a clear chance. So I think their goal is too cheap for a team like United to consider it. But as I said earlier, football is a mistake game, so we try to make sure that we not commit the same mistake again. So I think we have to forge ahead.
Forge ahead, they will. And forge ahead, I am doing right now, because I'm going to give a result of other matches played in match day 23 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. Adamawa United defeated Katsina United 1-0. Canopilas pipped Nasarawa United 1-0. And Yimba recorded an away win against Wiki Tourist, as I earlier reported. 2-1. It ended in favor of the Elephants. Kwara United played out 1-0 against Rivers United. Dakada FC were 2-1 better than FC Fanyoba. Sunshine Stars played out goalless against MFM and Wari Wolves. Defeated Globy Stars 1-0. One match will be going down this morning, and that should be the match involving Plateau United that was suspended due to heavy downpour. That's Heartland FC against Plateau United, will be played this morning. Ahead of today's match, Isabel Ora's boss, Imama Amapakobo, anticipate an entertaining fixture when leaders Akwa United come calling Alokigwe on March 23 later today. The intriguing encounter pits Warriors, who are unbeaten in 7 games at home, against Kennedy Boboye's side, who haven't lost in 6 games on the road and have won twice in that run. With both sides committed to a free-flowing style of playing, Mapakabo believes the game will make for an entertaining spectacle for fans and neutrals alike. And despite the visitors' impressive form, the former Super Eagles assistant boss said he will be aiming for all 3 points today.
Another game come Thursday. It's going to be an entertaining game, so to speak, on a better pitch. And we will see, 2 teams that will come out to play. But I go in for every game to want to win. So I wish my team the best of luck in the game.
In the Rivers fixture earlier in the season, Imama's team lost 2-1 to Akwa United at the Nest of Champions. But the former Rangers international boss, speaking exclusively to Today's Sports Live this time around, added that his team would go for all 3 points, but not revenge.
It was a close loss for us when we played in the first round. A 2-1, we lost a penalty goal. And then no 2 games are alike. In football, there's nothing like revenge, but we want to win. We were working hard. We believe that we have what it takes to take all 3 points. And come Thursday, I think we will walk the walk and talk the talk.
Walk the walk and talk the talk. Was from Imama Amapakabo. So it's going to be Abiaoras taking on Akwa United later today. That match should be on TV. Rangers International of Enugu will play host to Jigawa Golden Stars. Away from the Nigeria Professional Football League, it's time to talk the Europa League on the show this morning. Well, if you expected me to play the Manchester United anthem to your disappointment, unfortunately, because Super Eagles attacker Samuel Chukwueze and his club Villarreal defeated Manchester United 11-10 on penalties to win their first major trophy after a 1-0 draw in the Europa League final, as goalkeeper David De Gea missed the decisive spot kick in a remarkable shootout. Gerard Moreno gave Villarreal the lead 29 minutes into the Spanish club first European final, but Edison Cavani equalized early in the second half before Unai Emery's team prevailed on spot kicks, extending United's 4-year trophy drought. Here is a happy manager in Unai Emery.
We are very happy, and above all because we worked hard all the season, and this project is a very important project for the president, for the owner, for the chairman, and we are very proud of Villarreal, very proud of the players, of the chairman, of every people working with us in this club, and I think we deserve to win against the favorite. I think was Manchester United, but we played very competitive match tonight, and in the last minute we went better than them to finish with 1 goal more, but in the penalties I think we were very excited for this opportunity, and we achieved it.
You did achieve it. Your English is still intact, Unai Emery. Well, while Unai Emery was a happy manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is busy explaining why Manchester United lost that encounter.
So I think we had the majority of the possession, but gradually I felt after we scored, we dropped off. We didn't push on. I think they had one shot on target the whole game, and they score. It's not even a shot. It's just disappointment. I've got to say that the couple of moments we had, we couldn't take them ourselves, but we should have built more pressure, and I thought we gave the ball away a little bit too often.
A disappointed Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. What next for the man? Well, that question will be answered in the coming days by Manchester United management and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer himself. Elsewhere in Italy, Antonio Conte has left Inter Milan by mutual consent, with Simone Inzaghi likely to replace him as the head coach of the Serie A champions. Conte has agreed a deal with the club's owners, which will see him paid £7 million for the final year of his contract. The former Chelsea board guided Inter to their first Serie A title in 11 years, but was embroiled in a dispute with the club's owners after they proposed a downsizing of his squad. Inter chairman Steven Zhang reportedly asked Conte to cut his wage bill by 15 to 20% and potentially sell players worth up to £70 million this summer. Here is Sky Sport reporter Kavi Soleko on more insight on the Conte situation.
Antonio Conte has left Inter Milan. He was locked in crunch talks with the club about his future. We've just found out in the last few minutes that he is leaving Inter, and it is by mutual consent. He had 1 year left on his contract, which is worth about 11 million euros after tax. And the compromise agreement that has been reached with Inter will see him being paid off about 7 million euros for the final year of his contract.
Who is likely to take over from Antonio Conte? Let's let in Sky Sports reporter Soleko once again to provide the answer.
Regarding a successor to him, our understanding this evening is that the Lazio manager Simone Inzaghi is the favourite to take over from Antonio Conte.
But why has Conte decided to quit the club? He just won them a league title a few days ago in as much as over 10 years. Soleko once again has the answer.
And the reason it's happened is because the club's Chinese owners, Suning, who are a big retail giant in China, have decided to step back from football. They own a club in China, Jiangsu Suning, who won the Chinese Super League last year. A few months after they won the Super League, Suning closed that club down. And they've said to Inter Milan, we need to cut costs. Even though with the champions of Italy now, we have to trim our budget. They were looking at making savings of about £70 million going forward next season. And Antonio Conte listened to what they had to say and basically decided, this is not for me. I can't manage with one hand tied behind my back. We're champions of Italy. I want to be champions of Europe. Last season, we finished bottom of our Champions League group. We need to invest. We don't need to cut costs. I want to try and win the European Cup again. I'm not going to be able to do that under these conditions. And that is why he has decided to leave Inter Milan. And of course,
that is why Antonio Conte has decided to leave Inter Milan, and I can only get that on Sport Attack. You want to stay glued rather to Sport Attack every 7:30. Well, Antonio Conte is not the only manager to leave his club. Zinedine Zidane has resigned as Real Madrid coach with immediate effect. This is according to Italian journalist Fabrizio Romano. The report says that the Frenchman tendered his resignation yesterday morning following days of mulling over his future. And in Tottenham, Jurgen Klinsmann says he would definitely entertain a call from Daniel Levy if he wanted to offer him the sports job. Ryan Mason took the job on an interim basis last month after Levy and the Tottenham board decided to fire Jose Mourinho. Since then, there have been linked with numerous names, including Eric Ten Hag, Roberto Martinez, Graham Potter, and Ralph Ragnick, who are apparently the final four candidate. In his last position at Hertha Berlin, Klinsmann lasted just 10 weeks before stepping down, but he has now thrown his hat in the ring for the sports job.
Oh, I mean, definitely you would entertain it, no doubt about it. I mean, if a call comes from Spurs, and many call came because I have a good relationship with Daniel Levy over the years, it was at the reopening of the stadium and special events, I'm there. He has my number, you can call me anytime. Always being in touch and doing some stuff with Spurs is for me something special.
Klinsmann, who has managed both the Germany and United States national teams, is a sports icon, having scored 38 goals in 68 appearances over 2 spells at White Hart Lane.
I had the best time of my life there during my 2 spells. The second spell was a bit more difficult because we fought relegation suddenly. The first spell was a little bit easier. But no, definitely Spurs is something that you always would consider. You never know what happens overnight. I never thought I coached Germany or the United States or Bayern Munich. So you got to have always an open mind. You have to always think about newer challenges, new things. So why not Spurs?
And now some Champions League final updates on Sport Attack. Chelsea manager Thomas Tuchel hopes goalkeeper Edouard Mendy will be fit for Champions League final Saturday, but added that Kepa Arrizabalaga could take his place. Mendy was substituted at halftime of the final day 2-1 loss to Villa after colliding with the post when trying to keep out Bertrand Traore's opener. Tuchel, in his post-match presser, admitted Mendy is still a doubt, but could take until Friday to decide if he will be fit for the match or not.
Yeah, of course, Edu will play if he is fit, and if he's not fit on Wednesday, we will try on Thursday, and we will try on Friday, and be always reasonable and take the responsibility for this decision. At the same time, we have trust. If he cannot make it, we have strong guys on the bench with Kepa who will take his place.
Mateo Kovacic, the Chelsea midfielder, claims Chelsea are ready to achieve greatness by winning the Champions League. And he insists there is no fear ahead of Saturday's showdown with Manchester City, adding that none of the finalists should be seen as favourites. Chelsea have already beaten City twice since Tuchel took over in January in the FA Cup semi-final and in the league earlier this month. But the former Real Madrid player believes the UCL final will be different.
We won obviously against them 2 times this season, but it's just a different game. Every game is different, and we just have to forget the other games. Obviously look at the good things we have done and the bad things we have done against them, so to try to be better. But it will be a huge game, and there is no team has any favorite. It will be a new game, a big game, and we need to be on our best.
Are you a Fernando Torres fan? Because this should excite you.
Torres can try and run for the hills. He's just run into traffic. More danger for Chelsea. The Singh was in the way. Lashed clear by Cole. Torres is onside and all alone here. Fernando Torres in stoppage time. He wouldn't, would he? He has for Chelsea, and they go to Munich. Roberto Di Matteo living the dream. Fernando Torres with a stoppage time equaliser in the Nou Camp. And now Chelsea are uncatchable. A team of 10 heroes.
Who will forget that important goal Fernando Torres scored for Chelsea in a 2-2 draw that progressed them to the Champions League final in Munich, in which they eventually won. Well, the story is that Spanish legend Fernando Torres has hinted at a return to football by sharing a cryptic message on Instagram. Torres retired in August 2019 after finishing his career in Japan with Sagan Tosu, but could be set for a sensational return. The former Liverpool and Atletico Madrid star is yet to disclose which club he has joined, but told fans he would communicate where he's planning to play. On Friday, Torres took to Instagram and Twitter night to share a black and white image of himself wearing a number 9 shirt, and he wrote, and I quote, "I only understand life in one way, playing. That's why I've decided to return." He went on to say that he would announce where he's planning to play in 3 days' time. He wrote again, and I quote, "This Friday, I will communicate where," before adding the following hashtag Vuelve El Nino, which translated to El Nino returns. Lastly, on Sports Start this morning, Zlatan Ibrahimovic has been fined 50,000 euros by UEFA for having a financial interest in a betting company. And so that reliable reliance will not be fined on the show for taking too much time. That is where we draw the curtain on Sport for Breakfast on Sports Start, the Thursday edition of it this morning on your Premier News Talk and Sport Radio station Today 95.1 FM right here in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. 3 p.m. will be the time for elaborate discussion on all the talking points that made the headlines today. And of course, the ones to come much later. Thank you very much for listening and keep it locked on this dial today, 95.1 FM.
Radio has never been this good. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
All right. I have with me in the studio, I'm just going to allow him to introduce himself.
My Ace China, the mayor of housing.
Ace China.
The mayor of
The mayor
housing.
of housing. Fantastic. Why are you the mayor of housing?
Because I'm the one taking the responsibility for galvanizing the value in the housing space to be able to solve the housing problem in Africa and the third world.
How long have you been doing that?
Just for 2.5 years. I'll be 3 in August.
Wow.
But with so much
And
energy.
you're already the mayor.
Yes. When
So
you
that
come
means
in.
you did a lot under this year's in review.
Yeah, and then when you come in with a lot of preparation behind your coming in, you come in with so much energy and innovation that you just spread like a wildfire.
So let me know what you've been doing the last 2 years.
The last 2 years, 3 years ago, we launched a model called social funding right there in Abuja. And we started sounding it and perfecting it. And last year, November, it was full circle when we came successfully to deliver the first 7 set of apartments, eco-friendly Google Smart duplexes with rooftop private swimming pool and a BQ in suite. And it had worked. So I had to
Under
leave.
this innovation.
Yes, under this innovation. So while that was happening, I was a founding director in a company called Lifestyle Asset Hub, where I was their success strategist, developing these strategies and innovation. By the time we had seen that it has worked, I had to transition from the success strategies to the mayor of housing, which is a marketing firm for real estate value. So, and that is when we started the marketing and it started spreading like wildfire. Right now, we're in 9 different locations where this company is also developing smart duplexes where you can own with just 2 million or 4 million.
What's the name of the company?
Lifestyle Asset Hub.
Lifestyle Asset Hub.
But this marketing company is called the mayor of housing.
The mayor of housing. All right, good.
And I'm
So-
not here alone. I'm here with my South Regional Director
okay.
for the Office of the Mayor of Housing.
Okay, my name is Timmy.
Timmy?
Yeah.
Great to meet you, Timmy. What's happening in the South? What are you doing in Port Harcourt? Let me know. How many houses are available? How do I get that?
Beautiful. The houses are unlimited.
All right.
Nevertheless, if per location, there's a limited number per location. But in terms of housing, our system, the social funding, is a self-sustaining, self-auditing and self-duplicating system. And to start, our first footprint in Port Harcourt is in Reef Court Estate, where we'll be building about 43 units of our prototype. And we came in last year, April, I was here, where we came to do the site launch of that site. And already about 14 units are already gone, and about 4 people are getting keys, the dummy keys to their house this Sunday the 30th, which is why we're here, because we're having the Housing for All banquet where people have already subscribed with 4 million naira and then use social funding to qualify for this house. And because they did it in record time, they're also getting a brand new car. So 4 of them are getting a Bahamas ship cruise vacation from the US to the Bahamas in December.
I'm not understanding anymore.
Yes, what we are doing on Sunday is to celebrate Port Harcourt, because when we came here the last time to talk about the site launch, after the site launch, the thing just went whoop. And so many people are saying, when you start building, others were saying, when we see others succeed, we'll come. So Sunday is not just about celebration, it's also about an opportunity for people to see. So if you're a Thomas and you didn't believe how 4 million or 2 million could give you a house, Sunday is the day of
Tell me about
Thomases.
this kind of house, because when you say 4 million...
So social funding amplifies that 4 million or 2 million naira into the house. And you only pay that money once. It's like when you're doing SUSU in the office. Imagine an SUSU in the office where you are 30 people contributing 10K. That's 300K you pack. Imagine you only pay once and pack once. You don't pay more than once.
So where is it happening?
Okay, it's happening live at the Hub Event Center at Peter Deli. On Sunday, 1 p.m. is the red carpet. 2 p.m. is the event, and you need a ticket to attend. Luckily, the tickets are free. It's a banquet, but for you to get a ticket, you need to text your name and surname through WhatsApp to the number 0809 3378 525. 0809 3378 525.
Right.
Text your name and surname. And if you're not in Port Harcourt, maybe you're listening from outside Port Harcourt, the program is going live on Facebook and different media. Just text your name and surname and say live stream to the same number 0809 3378 525. It is for you to see how you can own a house in the heart of Port Harcourt, a duplex with a rooftop private swimming pool and a BQ in suite, 4-bedroom with a BQ that's about 5-bedroom, and then you can own it with 4 million or 2 million. If you're in that category that typically would buy a land outside the city center, why not buy a house with the same amount, because you won't live in the land?
So let's get from you, Timmy.
I'm excited to say that for the first time, getting a home has been made so easy, and that's why we were here to talk about the social funding. So everyone should be there, and most importantly, the number is 0809 337 8525.
You might need to take that slowly.
Oh, slowly? Okay. 0809 337 8525.
We also have people that have subscribed. Once you subscribe with us before the 30th of June, you get either a refrigerator, a washing machine, or a smartphone for free.
We also have free gifts for the first
20
persons
Oh,
that
really?
will arrive.
that will
Yes.
arrive the venue.
Right, but this is fantastic. I mean, I remember when last you were here, and also a testament that this is working.
Yes. So get the fire of this real estate revolution called social funding.
The mayor of houses.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Garden City, Port Harcourt, and River State, Nigeria. Stand up! It is the celebration of an exceptional leader, Right Honorable Chibuike Rotimi Amechi at 56. Make some noise! It is the CRA Bash. Yeah, the CRA Bash, celebrating the exceptional leadership of Right Honorable Chibuike Rotimi Amechi at 56. Happy birthday! On the 27th of May 2021, it promises to be fun. It is a statewide celebration of a national leader, the Honorable Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Chibuike Amechi. It is the CRA Bash, and it's loaded. Date, 27th of May 2021. Venue, the nooks and crannies of the 23 local government areas in River State, Nigeria. Time, all day long. The CRA Bash, Chibuike Rotimi Amechi Bash. 56 in the suite of Iko Joko. You say? Yeah.
It don't happen to witness 7 wonders in Kingdom of Jordan. Na your number 1 ticketing company. You fit fly, bring them to owner. Shebi you know say Jordan na another beautiful country where they for Middle East with rich historical sites and plenty delicious food. Where we say if you taste them, you no go one left the country again. This ogbonge trip to Jordan na the Afro Juju creator SSP Sashino Peters go lead them. Now from Sunday, May 30, go reach Monday, June 7, 2021. All of us go Baladu for Jordan. No be for Malto. If you know there, you know there anywhere. Now make me the tell now. Say make you forward to match now. Go to your Fit Fly office
at number 49, Semokul Building, Iwofe Road, opposite First Bank, off Ada Jod by Pepperoni, Paracourt. Telephone 090-703-73696.
You Fit Fly 2021 tour to Kingdom of Jordan. I must today there.
I feel alive, so alive when I'm with my best friends, indulging my G exotic. Nothing makes my drink more than when the mixer is delightful G exotic. And after a long day, I wanna relax with the taste of my G exotic. The taste of G.
Indulge and get lost in the deeply satisfying taste of the Chi Exotic range of delicious fruit blends.
Chi Exotic Nectar. I love the taste. Now available in can.
You can have it hot, big chocolate. You can have it cold, big chocolate. You can have it at home, at school, at work, or when you hit the road. It doesn't matter who you are, grown up or a kid. Enjoy the chocolate to goodness every day because you need to reach your peak.
doesn't matter. Have a rich cup of peak chocolate anytime and enjoy the delicious nourishment of chocolaty goodness.
Peak chocolate it is.
Peak. Reach for your peak.
If you don't wake up one day and say, okay, this policy is working, and then you expect